Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Rumble. Also, good morning, locals. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook, public Facebook. And good morning, X Live. And I just forgot to do something here. Let's go ahead. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios. We're broadcasting out to a multitude of other platforms. And let's see, I'm going to have to do the edit later here. Let's go ahead and I got to post this out. That's the one thing I always have this set up. I got the tab set up, but I always put the hot link. Let's see. I got a tab open somewhere. Where do I got a tab open at? Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello. I thought I heard a sort of backwash on the thing here. So, you know what? I wonder if it's over. No. Okay, how about that? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello. Yeah, where is that coming? Oh, you know what? It's probably coming from my phone. No, not from there. Huh. Is that? Oh, okay. It's coming from the Surface 3. I got the little earbuds tied into it. But Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on Rumble, Fireman Rich over there on Twitch, as well as at Fireman Rich over on X. We're on X Live, and at Fireman Rich over on Truth Social, Instagram Threads, Blue Skies, and the public Facebook, The Real Fireman Rich. So let me see if I can get this. Let's put the link right there. Is that for the right broadcast? Yep, check the date. The date matches. So we go ahead here. So we're going to go ahead and post it over there on Truth Social. There we go. We got it on there. We're going to put it on Blue Skies. Blue Skies isn't too bad. I have it, but I don't really use it as much as, say, Truth Social and X Live or X, what used to be known as Twitter. And then we got Instagram Threads. I don't use, I see a lot on Instagram Threads for people. There's a lot of people that are new on Twitch that are on Instagram Threads. So let's throw the hot link there. And the hot link over on Getter. That's sort of like Truth Social. As far as that goes, it's another platform. It's not as major. I think X is the best, is top line. And then you have, I think, True Social, Instagram Threads. I would say Blue Sky comes in before Getter and Gab. Those are, they're all similar. But X is probably the big daddy on that selection of platforms to post on. And let's see, did we get that Friday morning coffee? Yeah, let's get it on Gab. And then I have to post it over on the private Facebook. So my cousins and family members that are around the country here, and my good friends from the United States Air Force, my good old buddies there. Okay, we got that. That's there. We can go ahead and get rid of those tabs so it doesn't. I tried getting on Instagram Threads or Instagram Live, but it wouldn't work. Oh, good morning, Tina. Good morning. Get the coffee, girl. Top of the morning to you. Yeah, it's we got the coffee. Good morning. And good morning, Tim Fan 40. I just saw that. I just got the chat back up on the Rumble, and I see that you're over there on YouTube. Why aren't you on Twitter? Or why aren't you on Twitch? I think I asked you that question before, so don't answer. Oops, sorry. Ouch. Don't answer that. It's just a rhetorical question, I guess. But good morning to Tim Fan 40 from Michigan, and Tina, our Jersey girl from Jersey. Good morning, and I hope you're all doing well. Coffee is good. The coffee. Here's the coffee. I got the coffee. the coffee would not. That would not be a Friday morning coffee broadcast for this 06.07.2024. Current time is 06003 a.m. Here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. If we didn't have the coffee, we wouldn't have a broadcast. Coffee. Yeah, coffee. Tasting good. We had a very eventful day yesterday. Actually, the last couple days since we broadcast on Wednesday, and very eventful. As a matter of fact, I gotta. Did I get that? Yeah, okay. I'm all caught up in my log. But we had a very good day yesterday, going out for a walk. After the, I actually got up early and I got the audio podcast up earlier than normal, primarily because there was an event kicking off yesterday at about 8:30, and that was the Starship taking off, the fourth Starship to take off yesterday. So I live stream broadcast at 8, the launch and the concurrent mission. I think that broadcast went an hour and a half, I guess. And the day before, on Wednesday, after the Wednesday morning coffee broadcast here on Rumble Studios and all these other fine social media platforms, I broadcast the launch of a new space capsule, spaceship, the Boeing Starliner, which is currently docked at the International Space Station. And the significance of that, you say, okay, well, SpaceX does it all the time. Well, the significance of that, the rocket was an Atlas rocket. And the last time an Atlas rocket carried a capsule was back during Mercury. They've used Atlas rockets for other things. Atlas rockets was I think it's one of the rockets they use for ICBMs here in the United States. But it was a rocket that carried the Starliner. They scrubbed it twice before, so third time was a charm. And I guess once they got up there on the overnight, they had a little bit of a helium leak, which didn't. The press made it out to be a big deal and stuff, and it wasn't. They contained it. They have valves; they can close it off overnight. And the little bit of helium is not flammable. It's not toxic in very minute quantities. In this case, it was. Actually, they used the helium to equalize the pressure in the space capsule, and but they were able to they turned it on the overnight, and the helium, I guess they use it. They jet it out to use as a propulsion to move the capsule, turn it around in various different angles on the axis. And it docked yesterday, and it docked. I guess it failed its first attempt. So it's a brand new platform spacecraft, and it hooked up and up there. And the two astronauts that are on it. So there's 9 astronauts up on the space. The International Space Station. So there's a Boeing Starliner capsule, there's a Dragon from SpaceX capsule, and there's a Soyuz. You got 3 different capsules up there, up hooked to that particular. I don't know. Is the International Space Station, would that be considered a spaceport maybe? Okay, but yesterday was the big event of the Starship. Test mission number 4, and it launched gorgeously. It had one engine out when it launched, and I believe on the Starship itself, when this disengaged away from the booster, which the booster landed in the Gulf of Mexico, and it took off. And there's nobody on this space Starship. It's all test flights of remote control and stuff like that. And I guess on the descent, they wanted it at an altitude. On the fringes of it was in space, and some beautiful pictures. But when it was coming in, you have the entry. So they have heat shields on the bottom, and you could see the heat on this one camera, and one of the flaps was starting to. It's solid steel. It takes a lot of heat to melt solid steel. Well, it was getting compromised, and then the camera went out, came back on. It was pretty exciting. And so that was live streamed yesterday here on Rumble Studios, and I had fun. I was excited. I am a space junkie back during going all the way back to the very first uh, manned mission for the United States, and that was the Mercury on May 5th, 1961. I remember that. I was only I was only like 3 or 4 years old, and I remember that. That's my very first memory seeing Alan Shep. I remember being in the black and white, and I'm just like, oh. And my father would say, hey, they're going to go up into space, and I'm all excited, and I saw it fire off, and it was about a 15-minute mission, and I've loved watching the space shots ever since then. I guess it's just something I really enjoy, just the technology that has developed over the years from that. As far as that goes, let's see. We got some comments here. Tina's saying coffee. Yeah, you got your coffee, and so I got two additional broadcasts in yesterday and Wednesday, so that was cool. And we're here now. It's Friday. It's we made it to the weekend. We just got to get through the day. For those people that work, get through the day, but it's the weekend for all practical purpose. We made it through another week. I think it's been a good week, fairly decent week. I'm continuing to use the Rumble Studios here, and I did something Wednesday and yesterday, which I can't do now because I only have a total of 3 people. Where's everybody? Let me check space. Let me check X Live. X Live's numbers don't come into this. If they did, we don't have nobody over there. So it's a quiet Friday morning here on the Morning Coffee with Fireman Rich. Who we got here on? Get some people to take care of there on Twitter or on X. So let me get this up. So just in case I have to comment, say hello to people on X. So let's see it doesn't come into the thing here. Okay. So, but the thing is well, actually, let me bring that up. No, actually, let's go into the weather. We'll come back to that. As far as what I've been doing and there's some exciting news from Rumble, and I actually did it yesterday, which I felt pretty good. It's as a broadcaster, it's a game changer. Restream did a rebranding, and not a rebranding, but they have an upgrade to Restream 2.0, and I know Michael Bathurst said, "Oh, it's a game changer." No, it's not a game changer. This thing that just happened here on Rumble recently, and I actually used it yesterday, and I'm very excited about it because it's instantaneously. I can confirm that as for a broadcaster, and this goes into the monetization. I'll go over that a little bit here on this article or this Twitter article. Let's see. Let's see. Our current temperature here in the southern tier of upstate New York, we have 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me see. I'll do my temperature thing up here. How we do it on our feeds here? We're doing good on. Are we live? Okay, yeah, we're live on YouTube. We're live on. Let's see, we're live on X, Facebook. Let me bring up the Facebook. We don't get too much traffic on the Facebook, but it still can broadcast there. I don't know what happened with Instagram. Instagram was it worked yesterday during the but each time I'm going to go use Instagram Live, I have to. It's a manual plug-in of the URL link and the stream key. It used to be how Haps used to, or not Haps. We'll talk about Haps. Been 2 years since that place went down. It's the same thing as what Rumble used to do as far as when you would live stream on that platform. So let me get this up. Let me expand it there. Let me go that way. Okay, sound is sounding good on Facebook Live. And we're on the Rumble. Let's see. And as a broadcaster, I like having up a second device because when you guys can't hear me and stuff like that, and you indicate it in the chat, I can automatically go to a device that tells me as far as it goes. Okay, we're on Rumble, and we're on Twitch. The Twitch stream looks like it's good there, and we'll park it right there. Let's see, we'll go back. And let's see. Okay, we'll hook it up there. Okay. What did I say? We're 59 degrees Fahrenheit. 59 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 15 degrees Celsius currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And it was a pretty decent day yesterday. We had a few rains out. We got cloudy skies with some blue sky is peeking through. And let's see. But we have partly cloudy this morning. Will give way to cloudy skies and rain during the afternoon. High at 72. It got a little humid yesterday morning after the walk, it seemed. But then it started cooling down a little bit. Winds out of the west by southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain 70%. So that starts at about 1 o'clock. That's coming in. Sun rose this morning at 5:31. Which is about, 30, 45, about 44, 45 minutes ago. The sun rose this morning at 5:31 a.m. Eastern time, and we'll be setting tonight at 8:40 p.m. In the evening time. So that's good. Let's see our world times and temperatures as I speak. In Honolulu, Hawaii, we have at 12:15 a.m. Cloudy skies, a little clearing, 75 degrees Fahrenheit in Honolulu. In Phoenix, Arizona, clear skies in Phoenix, Arizona at 3:15 a.m., 84 degrees Fahrenheit. At 5:15 a.m. in the windy city of Chicago, Chicago is clear skies, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the jungle at 6:15 a.m. just changed to 6:16 a.m. We have cloudy with a little sun peeking through, just probably like what we have up here now. It's about the same. 68 degrees Fahrenheit, and right across the New York Harbor there in New Jersey. Well, Tina's a little she's south of the city. I think you're in the middle of Jersey, I believe, Tina, right? You're in the middle section. But down there in Jersey where Tina's at, it's 67 degrees Fahrenheit, high of 85 in New Jersey. And thank you for that update there. Going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean at 11:16 a.m. Cork, Ireland. It's cloudy skies in Cork, Ireland, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Milan, Italy at 12:16. Manja in Milan, Italy, 12:17 p.m. Sunny skies at 12:17, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. In Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur at 6:17 p.m. It's sunny skies, 91 degrees. It's hot, but you're on the beach in Kuala Lumpur. It just sounds like a beach place, the beach city. Tokyo, Japan at 7:17 p.m. Clear skies, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And down on the great continent and great country of Australia at 8:17 p.m. Melbourne, Australia, it's got cloudy skies with a little clearing, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And over to the east at Sydney, Australia at 8:17 p.m. Also cloudy skies, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. And let's see, we do have a thought for the day that I posted up. It comes from General George S. Patton. That the movie Patton was a classic. There's some quotes there. When I was in high school, we used to recite them in the hallway. Wade into the enemy. George Smith Patton Jr. was a general in the United States Army who commanded the 7th Army in the Mediterranean theater of World War II and the 3rd Army in France and Germany after the Allied invasion of Normandy in June 1944. And Normandy invasion, the 80th anniversary was yesterday. So God bless and Godspeed to those that gave the ultimate sacrifices on Utah and Omaha Beach and all the other beaches there that Allies landed on at Normandy, France. They're getting far and few between those folks that what is known as the Great Generation. And I have high respects for those individuals. I've actually talked to, I had the distinct honor several years back of talking to somebody that was right there on Omaha. And he says it wasn't a pretty sight. Was not a pretty sight. It is just like you thought you were right in the middle of hell on earth during that time. But they gave the ultimate, willing to give the ultimate sacrifice. And this gentleman that I spoke to, he's no longer with us, but God bless him and Godspeed to him. It was a real honor to have talked to him. And but yesterday was the 80th anniversary, and we will not forget. But our quote from George S. Patton, and this is a good one because we all have our fears of things, but he goes as follows. Courage is fear. People don't look at that. Courage is fear. To be brave is to be fearful, to have fear also. But General George S. Patton's quote, courage is fear. Hold on. Courage is fear holding on 1 minute longer. My father-in-law knew him. Oh, he knew George. Oh, really, Tita? Wow. I would like to sit down. And that's true on the quote. Yes. And I can relate to that as a firefighter because I've been in some very fearful situations, but you get your courage through your fear. So fear is not a weakness. If you're continuously fear, that then there's an issue. But on those moments where you need courage and to be brave, you're a little bit fearful for your life. And I imagine there were some people that a whole group of people that were served under General George S. Patton that they were brave, but I guarantee they were a little bit fearful. The ones that aren't fearful, they're the nuts, the crazies, which there's always a place for them. It's like, no, but I can, speaking from my own experience as a firefighter, there's some situations you're a little fearful, but you have to do it. So you have to overcome that fear. And that's when you get your courage. So I totally agree with what General Patton is saying here. Courage is fear holding on 1 minute longer. And that's all it takes because you suddenly realize I got to get this done. So you put the fear aside, and you still have that fear of making a mistake or doing something wrong and stuff like that. So a very good, outstanding quote from George S. Patton. Courage is fear holding on a minute longer. God bless and Godspeed, sir. Biblical is the beginning of our Lord's is wisdom. Okay. It's on the biblical side there. A lot of quotes from the Bible that pertain that as far as that goes. Fear. Yeah. Biblical is the beginning of fear of our Lord's wisdom. Oh, is fear instead of fresh? Oh, no glasses on yet. Okay, no problem, Tina. I fully understand. I have those moments. So fear instead of fresh, I would take. Biblical is the beginning of fear of our Lord is wisdom. Yeah. So to know the power of the man upstairs, but for those that don't believe, okay, we do have people that don't believe. There's still fear. It doesn't matter if you believe. I know quite a few people that they come to Jesus when the shit is hitting the fan and they're getting fearful and stuff like that. But even if you don't, putting the religion aside, it is true that courage is fear holding on a minute longer. And I'm just talking from firsthand experience because I've been in that situation at least 3 times that I can remember. Yeah, 2 times, 2.5 times. The third time was like, It was funny afterwards. But we just so a good quote. Let's see, our national day today. And I think I already picked it before I even looked at my national day calendar here. And I'm just going to go over the other ones that were up for selection for today. We had, this is a good one, but we're going to have to go. This isn't the one, Tina, but it's the one the one I'm going to say. Well, we have National Oklahoma Day. Throw that in the States. World Caring Day. Yeah, we got to care about all those in the world. National Chocolate Ice Cream Day. I'm thinking, yeah. Well, I think there's one better, or it's equal to. Let's see, National VCR Day. Does anybody have any VCRs? I have them up in the attic. I think I have one or two up in the attic. We have National Boone Day. Celebrate Daniel Boone. We're going to go with National Donut Day. Okay, there's an article. You can get free donuts at various places today, I guess, because today is National Donut Day, and we're going with that one. That trumped, because there's different kinds of donuts. Chocolate ice cream. Well, it's just chocolate ice cream. You like the donut one? Okay, we're going to go with hashtag National Donut Day. Each year, the first Friday of June, people participate in National Donut Day. National Donut or Donut Day, the food holiday celebration, the delicious donuts, and honors the Salvation Army lassies. In case you didn't know, the Salvation Army lassies are the women who served donuts to soldiers during World War I. National Donut Day origins began during World War I, which also referred to as the First World War. Over 4 million U.S. men and women served during the war, with almost 3 million of those serving overseas. With conflicts taking place in Europe, the Middle East, Asia, Africa, and the Pacific, World War I was most difficult for troops fighting on the front lines. In 1917, a group of women were sent to the front lines in France by the Salvation Army. They were directed to set up a field base near the front lines to try and boost morale among the troops. The makeshift huts were a place where soldiers could stock up on necessities and get a small break from the fighting. Little did they know the Salvation Army would not only boost morale, but made history in the creation of one of the most celebrated food holidays. You learned something new? That's good. The women who worked at the field bases felt they wanted to do more than simply restock troop supplies. They began making home-cooked food for the troops in hopes the food would give them a small taste of home. It was during this time the lassies began handing out sweet baked treats that would become known as the Salvation Army donut. The story says that the donuts were cooked inside the helmets of the troops, dubbing them the dough. Well, the doughboys, that's one thing. They were known as the doughboys because of something else from what I read. So I think there's a little conflict. That's where the doughboys got their name, because there's a unit that came over that they were already dubbed the doughboys because of something else. I forget what it was. I always thought that until recently when I read this. It's a little more historically sound as far as that goes. So I'm not saying that this could be one of those examples, but which was the standard term used for donut. The donut lassies are said to be the reason we have National Donut Day, and we thank them for that. That's good. A good cup of coffee and a donut. And go out and get some donuts. There's all types. My favorite is the Boston cream. I love the Boston cream. But believe me, I won't turn down a plain donut, a sugar donut, as far as that goes. Let's see here. Yesterday, we did have the audio podcast, the Fireman Rich audio podcast. And we talked about the secret of how butterfly wings get their vibrant color. It's discovered, they discovered how they got their color, and they can use this discovery in technologies of advanced technologies in laser science and also the medical field. There's applications in this study just on finding out how the butterfly gets its colors. It's using cutting edge, high resolution microscope. Researchers were able to track development stages of the butterfly scales, tracing their formations from caterpillar to butterfly and revealing how they become so bright and vibrant and all that. This was so there is a whole host of things that it's understanding these micro organisms that make these things that look so beautiful. And I did see my first monarch butterfly. I did mention that. I saw the first monarch butterfly the other day, and I'm thinking, what? He's flying around a little early, isn't he? So that was a good. I did that early yesterday. I had it up before 7:00 yesterday, which was pretty early. I wanted to get going for that broadcast I did about the Starship launching yesterday. Let's see. In our world history, let's see. We have Abraham Lincoln in 1864, won my favorite president. And if the old saying, if there's one person you would love to meet from back in history that's no longer here, Abraham Lincoln would be the man. He was nominated by his party for a second term as U.S. president back in 1864. Liam Neeson, I always have trouble with his name, was born in Northern Ireland back in 1952. The actor who started off as a boxing champ in his youth, but switched to acting so he could impress a girl, and is now a U.S. citizen with credits including Schindler's List, Michael Collins, Taken, Love Actual, Batman Begins, Star Wars Episode 1, and The Gray. And he's in a host of other ones. He's a great actor. I like him. He's my tough guy. I like him. Let's see. We have on the AP side. Of course, yesterday was D-Day, 80 years ago, and this would have been 24 hours later. And they established the beaches in Normandy, I guess, within the first 3 to 4 hours, which I never knew that until the last couple of years. I always thought it took them a day or two. In 1712, Pennsylvania's colonial assembly voted to ban the further importation of slaves. Ooh, that's interesting. 1712. So I think Pennsylvania became one of the first free states back then, during just before that was way before the Civil War. 1929, the sovereign state of Vatican City. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize the Vatican City in Rome is not part of Italy. It's a country onto it's like a mini country. It's a sovereign state. Came to exist as copies of the Lateran Treaty was exchanged in Rome in 1929. Rome, when you step on the Vatican City property, it's just like going to the UN down in New York City. When you step on the UN, you're no longer in the United States. You're on, basically, for the UN, you're on property that it's every country in the world that's part. So there's certain pockets like that, and the Vatican City is like that. That's I didn't know that. You didn't know that, Tina? Really? Yeah, it's independent from Italy. I think that was one of the reasons why Hitler didn't want to go in there and he didn't want to mess with the God. I guess, I don't know. No, that is. It's a separate state, and it's very unique as far as that goes. And it's one of the regrets I have. When I was over in Italy, I was there twice, total of 7 years in Italy, and I never made it to Rome. I drove by Rome and waved. That's one of the regrets I have going over to Italy. I never met, I could have very easily. I had more than enough time to go visit the Vatican. And let's see. In 1942, the Battle of Midway ended in a decisive victory for the American naval forces over the Imperial Japan, making it the turning point in the Pacific War. And I remember the Battle of Midway. I did a term paper in my senior year in high school. That was a pretty thick. I love the military history. That was and I'm still learning things about the Battle of Midway. That was a very unique battle. All done on aircraft carriers. Total Dad. Maybe because the Swiss Guard protects the Vatican and he didn't. Hey, Total Dad is here. Is he? Are you on Total Dad? Let me see. How you doing, Total Dad? I have his. You reminded me. I do. I did make a card for you. Total Dad. He's visiting us. Glad to have you. Yeah, I think it might be because of the Swiss Guard. Tina saying good morning to Total Dad. And let me put up his quote here. But you can find Total Dad over on Twitch. Check him out. He's a good guy. He rated me one morning and surprised the crap out of me. Good morning to you, sir. Glad to have you up here. And not yet getting. Oh, you're getting set up. Okay, yeah. I see Total Dad and I go on at the same time. I catch his replays. I'm more of a replay guy there, Total Dad. So thank you for popping in. He's a great guy. He's like me. He's another knucklehead who gets up here in the morning and stuff. And but he is a good bro. He's like our good friend Jim Figerty, Liam, over in do you know Jim? Do you know Liam? His name is Jim Figerty. Total Dad. I don't. Oh, okay. I thought you might know him. Is he on right now? I gotta check my Twitter here. Let's see. Yeah, he's on right now. Oh, Hallie Vapor is on too, and Jay Mez, Jeemzz. He's playing battle. He's a good battle PUBG Battlegrounds player. He's a fantastic player. I have his link. His picture and his link is down in the bottom on my Twitch page. But glad to have you here, though. We're using the Rumble Studios now. I'm piping into Twitch. I just don't. One of the things I've changed up there, Total Dad, on my broadcasting is I use Rumble Studio and I broadcast into Twitch, into YouTube, into X Live. It's a multicasting on Rumble Studio. So I don't know if you heard about that. Let's see. I'm busy. I'm a business owner, so before work is my one option to stream. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's your business there. Okay, so yeah, it looked like you're in a business format there. So, but I think that's good. It's a good it's what I call a positive start to the day. Hashtag positive start to the day. I'm no longer working. I'm retired now, but I still get up in the morning and I love doing the broadcast. And I love it when we have such as yourself, and I got the regular viewers here. We got Tim Fan 40 and Tina, who said good morning to you. And I think it's just it's part of the routine. Yes. And I would have to agree. It is nice. I think that, you're saying this is what you can do with Rumble Studios. You can bring up it's the same as Restream, but there's a little bit more monetization on the Rumble Studios. So I don't know if you're on Rumble Studios. I've been on it for, I've been on Rumble for a couple years now since the get-go, but they just changed it up for broadcasters. You can use this platform. I'm on 6 platforms right now, and it's not costing me a thing. That's because of Rumble. That's the significance of Rumble. They're a game changer, I think, and I really feel it's real comfortable here. You're still Stream Elements, but I'm not attached to it. Okay, yeah, you just try something different. I used to be on Twitch, and Twitch is great. Don't get me wrong. I love on Twitch. So I'm on Rumble. And but Rumble, I have a little bit more viewership, it seems, and so I got to accommodate that. But I just like the way your eggs are not all in one basket, in the manner of speaking. And I guess Stream Elements, you can do that. You can broadcast them. I think Stream Elements you can broadcast to different places too at the same time. So we have a host of tools at as broadcasters. So, but great having you here and pop in. I got to pop into your broadcast. Maybe I might pop in afterwards here to say hello to everybody. You know, I got to be reciprocal. You know, I do jump into Jim Figurity's every now, and I'm a little long. It's been a little while since I've jumped into. I'm retired. I have no excuse. I should, but I get sidetracked doing things here at the house and stuff. So, but I really appreciate you being here. Greatly appreciate it and stuff. And I still remember that raid you did. It shocked the hell out of me. What was it you said? You felt sorry for me because you only saw one or two viewers. And for me, one or two viewers, just to let you know, I think I'm golden with that. I just like being up here, and it gives me a chance just to get on my soapbox and talk, and in a positive way. I don't like, you know, I think those. I don't think we have too many of them, but they're out there. The people that get up here and they have an agenda and stuff like that. I want to have fun. I'll give you my opinion and stuff like that, but for the most part, I like the prospect of, or the capability of coming up here and talking to people around the world. I mean, when I was growing up in the 60s, and I'm age dating myself, we didn't have any of this shit. And this is what it still just amazes me to this day. So so everybody go check out Total Dad over there on Twitch. He's going to be broadcasting this morning. I'm going to go. We'll check him out here later. Let's see, where was it? We were on the history. Total Dad, you think like me? Let's see. Let's back up. I think it was because I had a similar number of viewers at the time. So rating a Twitch partner would have been goofy. Yeah. I tell you, I appreciate it. You know, that's a sign of sharing the love, and that's what I like about Twitch as far as the rating. I guess there's a rating capability here on Rumble, unlike what Tim Fan says, which I would totally agree, because it's a standard comment here. Hap sucks. Yeah, Hap sucks. I was talking about Haps on another broadcast. I was in a chat last night on a broadcast, and Haps sucks because they still owe me $98. That reminded me, they were talking about Haps, and I guess it still reminds me they still owe me money. Tina says, I didn't know that I followed you. Okay, so Tina follows Total Dad. Yeah, Total Dad's a good guy. He's got a good broadcast here. Nothing special, but he's real. He's a real person sitting there telling us his bit and stuff like that. Let's see. Okay, let me do a cleanup here. Okay, that's my Rumble here. I got to do something on Rumble here. Mute. No, we don't want that. Don't want that one. You get these people. Let's see. You're not seeing this comment. It's a comment over. It's one of these. I take care of it right away here. Let me see. I gotta mute. No, we don't want that. No, I did that a second time. Go. Okay, we're gonna mute forever, and then. Oh, that deletes it. Okay. Already muted, and I will block him later today. Okay. Okay, we got that. Okay, so just taking care of some. You're too kind thing. No, it's just being respectful and proper and stuff like that. You pop in here. I may not Sometimes I broadcast and I forget broadcasters. Some broadcasters, they get bent on the shape because you don't shout them out every single minute when you're broadcasting and stuff like that. It's once in a while they take it a little too personal, and that's the thing. That's what I like about you. Right from the get-go, my first impression of your broadcast, Total Dad, is it's a comfortable spot. You can sit there, you can shoot the shit with you in the chat, and it's laid back, and I think that's the way. I had some good vibes when I went into your broadcast after you rated me and stuff like that. So that's why I'm following you. That's a good thing about following people. You want to have those positive aspects and stuff like that. And I do appreciate you because as far as that goes, let's see. Okay, we did history. I got an ask. We're going to go ahead and do 100 years ago. I do have one from Wednesday, and then I'm going to take a break. We're right on schedule here, so let me bring this up. This is a Total Dad. This is something I present, and this is one of the capabilities you can do on Rumble Studios. It's the same thing as what you can do on Restream and stuff like that. But I like doing this, and this is from the Fox 40. It's a local TV station here. I have no affiliation with Fox 40, and it tells about 100 years ago in history. Ago here in the southern tier of upstate New York, and most of the time they talk about the Binghamton area as far as that goes. So let's see, we got that there. Let me get rid of the ticker tape. Let's see, media themes. No, we want where's the text? Okay, there's the text. Okay, so cool. Yeah, so this is 100 years ago, and let's go ahead and present this. I'm going to turn my camera off for a minute. We'll turn the camera off for a minute, and we'll start it.
And we now take a step back in time with Broome County historian Roger Luther as he shares the news that made headlines in Broome County 100 years ago today, brought to you by Broome County Recycles.
100 years ago today, late last night, word was received that the big dirigible Shenandoah would soon be passing over Binghamton. Church bells rang. The storm near Owego forced the blimp to turn south and change its course. 10 tramps were arrested last night, charged with illegal train riding after they were found in a boxcar of the Erie Railroad. Ground is broken today for the new East Junior High School at Broad Avenue and Robinson Street. And finally, 2 boys broke into a bakery shop on Court Street last night. They wrapped up 6 pies, cakes, and several packages of potato chips, but left it all there when they were frightened away. That was the news 100 years ago.
There's those boys. They broke into the bakery. They're stealing those 13 pennies. Oh my, Tina says. Oh, let's see. Let's go back to Total Dad says seems a lot more flexible than. Yes, it's you get used to it. There's more you can do with it. Tina says, "Oh my!" on the finally 2 boys broke into the bakery shop on Court Street. That's Court Street in Binghamton, New York, and that's 100 years ago. That was a big crime. Those boys, they steal the money out of the donation box of the church. They steal the cigars and the candy from the candy shop, and 13 pennies. I still remember the 13 pennies I'm laughing at as far as it goes. So. Oh, that is so funny though. It's just it's hilarious. So that's one of the things I like presenting. Again, I have no affiliation with Fox 40, and that's a local Fox channel here in well, they're out of Vestal, New York, and but let's see. On that note, I got to make like French Revolution and head off. Good. Okay. Total Dad, thank you very much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. He's spending a little time with us. Thank you. Make sure you all visit Total Dad. I got a card. He warrants a card. He is worthy. There we go. And we'll be checking him out later here. He'll be popping up here on the screen. So Total Dad making a visit here. Greatly appreciate it. So yeah, 100 years ago today. That's funny. What else? A groundbreaking today at the high school, but I guess just a crime that they report 100 years ago. It doesn't seem like it's that. And then the dirigible, they didn't have airplanes back then. Remember, they had a big dirigibles, the Shenandoah. So that must have been a United States dirigible, the blimp, sort of like the Goodyear blimp, in a manner of speaking. So, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and break here. We're sitting at coming up on 54 minutes on the broadcast, so we're right on schedule. And let's see. And Total Dad said same. Thank you. Oh, it said same to Tina. So that's cool. Twitch is still rocking. Twitch is a great place. Let's see. Let's see. Do I have that? Okay, yeah, we do have that. Okay, so I'll be right back, and I'll get my coffee, and see you in a couple minutes here. And we're back. And we're back. And I had an open mic. I left my mic open. No problem. It's not. I don't have any state secrets or anything like that. So, let's see. Put that on the live chat. Good to go there. And Captain Rehab, hey, what's going on there, my friend? Captain Rehab is in the house. Uncle Richie Rich, hey, how you doing, sir? And Auntie Tina. It's like there's the Captain Rehab we all know and love. I hope everything's doing well. Yeah, good timing. Yeah, there we go. Glad to have you here at the broadcast, and we got our second cup of coffee here as we're at the 1 hour mark. Where is he? He's on Twitch. Yeah, he came in on the chat on Twitch there, Tina. You don't see him? Yeah, I got him on the Oh, you don't see him, really? Okay. Yeah, I'm like I said, Captain Rehab. He goes Auntie Tina, so he sees you in the comments. And Tina going with good timing as far as me coming back from getting the second cup of coffee here. So maybe do a refresh on your browser. I don't know. I had yeah, it is strange because yesterday when I was doing the live stream for the Starship test flight number 4, there was someone over on the Rumble. They said I was 7 minutes behind the actual broadcast because I was actually going off of the NASA feed for the one. Or no, wasn't it? Oh, that was Wednesday. Yesterday I was going off of the SpaceX live feed and some space.com's live feed. That's what it was. And somebody on Rumble said I was 7 minutes behind. I said, no, why don't you try refreshing your browser and they'll catch up, because sometimes the browsers get back. So you might want to refresh. You know how we used to back in the haps, and I know back in the old blab days, if you couldn't hear somebody and you would have to refresh your browser. Anyway, hi nephew. If you evidently Captain Rehab, she's not seeing your comments, but we'll put that up for Tina. Anyway, hi nephew. Tina says to Captain Rehab. So we got our second cup of coffee. We'll be here for a little bit. We really haven't been going for the 2 hours lately. We've been going an hour and a half, if that, because I got a few things to present here. Like I said, I had some news about Rumble that I've actually done, and it's fantastic. That is a game changer when I go over it. Let's see. Hal Moss just went live, Tina. So you're going to be leaving us. Enjoy your Scream Friday. I love that. I tune in sometimes on the Scream, right at the Scream part and stuff if I remember, but we go out for a walk. No, don't be. No. I have fun with that. That's fun. You've been here for the last hour and stuff, so you're golden. You're good. I encourage. I have you on Wednesdays. That made my day there when you said that. So, but no, I fully understand. There's some people, as we know, don't understand. What's that? Yeah, I can never get away from that. I just think that's funny that people do your thing. Yeah, do your thing. Exactly. That's what the missus says. See you all. Much love. You too, Tina. Take care. Our Jersey girl, Tina. She's going off to see Hal there, who's just coming up on the board right now. And Total Dad is up too. So we have Jim Figerty, we have Jamez, we have Hallie, Viper, Total Dad, and we have Hal. So we've got quite a few people up this morning and stuff as far as that goes. Let's see. And Make sure I got this all squared away here on the studio. Yep. Okay, we got that defaulted. And Tina says, "Okay, thanks, Mrs." she heard you. And too many men in my life. Yeah, there we go. Too many men in Tina's life. That's a good one, Tina. Have fun over on Hal's broadcast, Tina. Have a great day too. Okay, let's see. What do we got here now? Tina, lots of laughs. Yeah. Let's see the sports. Let's go to sports real quick here. NBA action. Game 1 was last night. I made a mistake last week thinking they played game 1 already. They didn't. The Boston Celtics took care of the Mavericks 107-89. So they start off with a game 1 win. So they're 1-0. Mavericks played pretty good. I watched the whole game as I was trying to. I was also listening to another broadcast here that was over on Twitch there last night, and but Celtics and Mavericks are in the finals, and it looks like the Celtics are just a better team. If just by this first game, Mavericks could come back, but they look a little shaken as far as the caliber of play that Celtics were dumping it, because Celtics were up at one point almost 29 points, and it's obviously they won by 17 points, which is a significant win. So the next game will be Sunday at 8 p.m., which I will be watching that game. I'm very vested in watching the NBA Finals because I'm a diehard Celtic fan. I do like the Celtics. They are my favorite team. I do like the Knicks, and I do like Brooklyn, but the Celtics, they come out on top on those 3 teams as far as that goes. I was stationed up there, lived up there for total of about 5 years. 5 years I lived up there at Hanscom Air Force Base, and so I became a big-time Celtic fan when I saw Larry Bird playing and stuff. They were just great. First time in the old dusty Boston Garden there. My God, I drove by it twice, and I ended up parking down the road there from at the Boston Aquarium, and I'm walking through. I think it's Kennedy Square or Kennedy Plaza, and I'm asking somebody where's the Boston Garden. They said, "Oh, this line of folks, everybody's late going that way." And so I just jumped in the line and followed everybody, and I didn't have a ticket. And I told the guy, he says, "Oh, I don't know. They're usually sold out." And I said, "Well, I'm going to try." It was a spur of the moment. I knew they were playing, and I was able to get a ticket, a fantastic ticket. I was like 5 rows up from the court, and I couldn't believe it, for $30. I said, "Wow, this is great." Let's just say those basketball players, they look a lot bigger in person when you're right there up close in person. That's the closest I've ever been to the court side and stuff like that. But it was fun. I still remember that. That's great. So that will continue in baseball, Major League Baseball, starting on Wednesday night here. The Yankees did beat the Twins. I think it's just resetting on itself. Let's see. Let's go back here to Wednesday. Were the Yankees? Did they play Wednesday? No. Okay, Wednesday they didn't. The Mets played. They beat the Nationals. And just to double check, the Yankees were off Wednesday night. Last night, the Yankees did beat the Twins. Okay, that was last night. They won against the Twins 8-5. And the Mets were off today. The Yankees will be hosting the Dodgers down in Yankee Stadium, and the Mets, they look like they're off today, but tomorrow they'll be hosting the Phillies. That's going to be a rough game for the Mets. Phillies are hot. They're a hot ticket right now. And who are the Yankees? Yankees are off Saturday, but Sunday they're hosting the Dodgers. Aren't they playing Sunday or Saturday? I don't see them on the board. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so Dodgers are playing today and tomorrow, or Sunday. So that's our baseball as far as that goes. Let's see now. I was talking about Rumble, and let me see if I can bring this up. This is the This is going to be my, let's see, we've got, who do we got over on, we got one viewer over on X Live. Let me go to my profile and present this up. Let's see, we got present. We got to get rid of the. And we got the missus joining us in the studio. You having breakfast? What are you having? Toast?
Mm-hmm. With peanut butter and
what's that?
Rhubarb.
Oh, you got that. She's on the rhubarb kick.
I love this rhubarb season.
I don't really care for rhubarb. I really don't. Let's see. Let's get my Twitter feed here. If I can find it. What the hell? Why isn't that coming up? Let's see. Let's reset it. Cancel that. Go to present. There's the Twitter. It goes right to the top. Okay, here's my Twitter feed. Right here. Here it is. There's my Twitter feed, and you can see there's the live stream broadcast right there that we're on, and we have one viewer. And if I cursor right down to here, this is a Rumble post that I reposted from Rumble. Advertisers, this is what host read ads through Rumble's advertising center looks like. It's a game changer for advertising. So this is what the client, when I go right now, we only have 4 people total. You got to have a total of 10 people for this to take place. But as a broadcaster, and I did this yesterday and the day before on my live streams, because I had like 23 people on the live stream yesterday on across all the platforms I had. The lion's share, 17 of them, anywhere from 15 to 17 were from Rumble. But this is what the client has. And when it comes up, there's a QR code and all that. And I wonder if I can replay. That'd be something to do. No, I don't want to replay commercial, but you have commercials. You have, they're ads. The broadcaster has to read the ad. And let's go to Rumble channel here. Let's go to the Rumble channel and this is breaking news. Rumbles has released revolutionary stream technology that will obliterate the competition. The new feature allows companies to buy advertising on live streams and give creators an ability to make money instantly. I made $1.25 yesterday on just reading a 30-second ad. I conducted a test, and I'm going to go ahead and play.
Start.
Let's go ahead and set this up and play it. Let me set this up. Let's see how this looks. Let's see. This is go up. Okay. You can see. Okay, this gentleman right here, and off to the right, this is the broadcaster's window and I have one similar. You got the person that's the camera view, and the green means there's volume, but up here is a different. You can go to present. That's what we're in right now. But off here, there's 3 tabs. You got your live chat. You got your studio where you got various things you can put up. But right over here, you got your campaign ads. And these are all the campaign ads that a broadcaster can pick from. But you can see he has a total of 323 people. So he does one ad. He's making some bank. He's making $50 from reading one of these. Because you can see maximum viewership, you have to have 10. And for every 10 you make 15 cents. So this guy, just by reading this ad, which he does, will show, he'll just by reading the 30-second ad, he'll make $48. Let's listen to him.
Start. All right. Let's see what it does. $17.75 coffee. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I don't think there's a better company.
That's what the viewers see, and also they're seeing a QR code.
Than $17.75 coffee. You have a lot of woke over here, but you see Starbucks. They give money to terrible causes. They don't care about your freedom. Starbucks is horrible. It tastes like piss. I'm going to be honest. It tastes like piss. If a girl said, George, take me on a date to Starbucks, despicable. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want the best in coffee, check out 1775 Coffee. 1775coffee.com/studio40. Use the promo code studio40 and get 40% off. 40% off. That's what I'm telling you guys, man. Support Rumble, support free speech. You can use that thing on your screen, that QR code, like, you know, the code you have on Georgia election ballots that you'll no longer have in future elections because the state legislature took it off. With 1775 coffee, you can use that code right there. You'll get 40% off your order today. Thank you to 1775 Coffee for sponsoring this section of this stream. Wow. Start.
So there you have it. That's what for just that little bit that he made $50, $45 he made because he has 300 and some viewers. Now I did it yesterday. I only had like 23 or something like that. I made $1.25, and the day before I made 87 cents. You know, on a small, that's a really small scale. But this is a game. I don't have any requirement like over on YouTube. So this is the game changer I'm talking about. Our good friend Michael Bathurst says on Restream, it's a game changer, the 2.0. They have a few fancy dancy things they added and stuff like that, brighter colors and stuff like that. That's not a game changer. This right here, just what I showed you, is a game changer for broadcasters, because on top of money monetization that you're making while you're doing your broadcast, you have an extra aspect of making monetizing your channel by reading these ads. Now the 1774 or whatever coffee it is, I'm going to have to try it first. The only two ads I've done so far is one about Rumble app, which I've used, and also about Truth Social, which I've used. I'm a little hesitant right now to say any of the other ones that pop up, but I have to have a minimum of 10 viewers. And so this is a game changer. This is a game changer. I came back to tell you something on Hal's Twitch. Some are not seeing others chat. Okay, Tina. Okay, Tina. That's interesting. That is interesting. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you for coming back and letting us know. Okay, so there might be an issue. There might be an issue. Okay, thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. You popping back in, letting us know. Okay, so it's not just it seems like Twitch has a problem with viewers seeing other people's chats. So that's interesting. That's a good feedback. Thank you, Tina. And she's going back to listen to Hal. But that's good. That's, see, right, instantaneous cross feeds there and stuff like that. And so Tina's one of our regular viewers there, and I greatly appreciate her being here. So getting back to this this right here, it's a game changer. This is a game changer. You know, when you're making a few extra bucks and you don't have to do hardly anything, that's pretty good. So with this addition,
for nothing.
What's that?
Money, that song Money for Nothing.
Okay, yeah, because in the thing it sounded like it just it wasn't clear.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, I'll probably get somebody on. What was that noise? Mrs. Heat. Okay. Yeah, but money for nothing. Yeah, it's and that's what it is. It's just the missus here. She laughs because I just say, oh, you made $1.25. But I guess looking at the larger scale, like this one I just showed, he had 343 people. Yeah, 343 people for just reading a 30-second bit. He made $45. So that's huge. That's huge. It usually takes me almost a year to make $50 to cash out on Twitch. So Rumble is great as far as that aspect. So I wanted to highlight it. That was a commercial. I'm not getting anything for the commercials as far as that goes. But let's see. I think they might right here. Here's a good one right here. Rumble Studios is SpongeBob SquarePants and Patrick there. The happy-go-lucky guys, and those old platforms. They're just stuck in the mud, in a matter of speaking. And what do we got over here? Let's see. Obviously, you guys got a lot of good things going on your platform. If only X could do the same. Yeah, but they have hoops you got to go through. Rumble is setting the stage as far as that goes. And I think there's a code. Was there something else? And this is what the list of things that you can read, like the real world. You hit this, and then it gives you the payouts and stuff like that. And this person says, grumpy old B, I totally want to go Rumble, but the few videos that I have, they get very few views. So the thing, it's about viewership, any type of broadcasting. So, and this is the Rumble recap on what they've done so far. So they're constantly improving the platform. But the big one is just to be able to broadcast. So that's the Rumble. And of course, we talked about Twitch doing the. Or did we talk about this? We didn't talk about this. Let me bring this up. This is Twitch announces a program allowing DJs to split revenue. So you got DJs that they got to be careful about the music they play. I guess you can play a lot more music than I thought. And but I was, listen, Michael, Rumble needs to fix the audio. Well, actually, Michael Bathurst, good morning, sir. I would say to the fact of what you're saying, I've listened, my audio sounds a little tinny and stuff like that. I've listened to your Rumble replays. Your audio is just the same as it would be on YouTube using Restream. But I know what you're saying. The audio sometimes can be a little bit off, and it is for me, but I think it depends on your setup. You have a better setup audio-wise than me because of what you do with music. So our good friend Michael Bathurst is here in the chat saying good morning to you, sir. Good morning, beautiful souls. Glad to have you here. And he says Rumble needs to fix you. And I think because I listen to replays, I think my audio, I don't know, this microphone, I'm starting to wonder if it's really that clear. I get a lot of echo because I'm in a corner, okay? So there's a lot of variables with that audio factor. It's not the same. I got audio cancellation on right now, so I got to listen to this. That's one change I did on my OBS. And you're watching on the big TV. Oh, I'm on the big TV. Hey, okay. But did you see what I just said about the monetization on Rumble here, Michael? The monetization is huge for a 30-second bit, because I had a total on the broadcast I had yesterday. I had on the Starship. I read it was 30 seconds. I actually lasted a minute and a half to 2 minutes. I made $1.25 instantaneously like that. The example I just showed, this one guy, he had 300 viewers. Now you're getting I'm starting to see you're getting the viewers on your YouTube channel. You're up in the 100s, 200s views there. I'm seeing on your format there. So, but are you making any money off it? I'm not sure if you're monetized. I for me, that's the game changer. The difference between Rumble Studios and say Twitch. Twitch you can monetize, but you got to wait. But this thing about reading the ads, and they're instantaneous. There's a third ad that says campaigns. And if I had 4 more people, I could read one. Which one would I read? You got All Family Pharmacy. You got a Rumble. I would probably read Rumble and the total Truth Social again, as far as that goes. I'm talking about when I play music from. I've listened to you've done the Suno on your Rumble, and I've listened to right here on Rumble. It sounds the same for me, just to let you know. So I don't know if there's, like I said, I think there's variables in that, because I know what you said. It sounds like crap on Rumble, but when I listen to your Suno music that you have already played here on Rumble, it sounds just as clear as if it was on YouTube. So I don't think it's the platform. I think it's the equipment each individual is using. So, and you've always said, I think back in the Haps days there, that it may sound like crap, but on the replay it sounds better. So, but I have done an experiment where I've done a radio broadcast here on Rumble, and I played it back, and I think it's just because it's going through my OBS. I think it's the way it's piped. And that's just me. The ones every time I listen to your broadcast on a replay, Michael, your audio stellar. Be it here on Rumble, be it on Twitch, it's all the same across the board. So that's just my feedback from one viewer. That's me listening to you. So I don't think it's Rumble. It's the individual's equipment, and you have to dial it in and stuff like that. That's why hopefully I sound a little bit better now, because I've got noise cancellation turned on the OBS, because I use OBS virtual camera as far as that goes. So because with the virtual camera, I can bring in such things. When I use the OBS, I can bring in something like this instantaneously. Rumble, we're on Rumble. So when I go to when I read a Rumble commercial, I already have it. I bring this up. So but your music, it sounds crystal on Rumble. So I think it's maybe when you listen back, I don't know. I have no idea. I know when I play music and I listen back on, for me, it's a little tinny. It sounds like AM radio. But mine was never clear. Yours was always clear because you got a better setup audio-wise. You used to be DJ. You used to DJ your ass off. So that's just a little feedback. I know you said that the audio sucks and stuff like that. It's not that great, but I think it's not Rumble itself. I think, again, it's the individual. But that's just my take. If you download your videos on Rumble, it is quite good. Okay, so you actually load the well, that might be a changer for me, because it's going right off. But I remember you saying, and I'm not trying to be overcritical, but you said it was a game changer for StreamYards. I've looked at the Restreams upgrade. It's nice. It looks good. You got a few extra features there. That's not a game changer. A game changer is, now, can you monetize on Restream or StreamYards? No. You can here on Rumble Studios, and you still can broadcast to 6. Oh, by the way, yesterday I was able to get on Instagram. Instagram Live is a funny bird. I wasn't able to get the stream key this morning for some reason. So, but just to give you some feedback on that, because I know we talk about things and stuff like that, and it's I don't think it's all conclusive, but I'm not up here for I know you're up there for the music. You're doing the AI music and stuff like that, and but I'm just being a regular broadcaster, information wise and looking at this and stuff like that. But I just thought I was a little scared reading Wednesday when I did my first ad. I was like, oh geez, I'm nervous. And it's like, what's there to be nervous about? I love Rumble for it. It's more than free. It's a game changer as far as, like I said, there's no way I could broadcast to six places on Restream. I think the most I could broadcast was 2. Now, if I use Prism Live, I could go to 3. So I'm going across the board, and my numbers have increased threefold because of that. And I'm not about numbers, but I know since everybody left X, and for this reason, and YouTube, there's people that get canceled on YouTube. They come here to Rumble. I'm spread across the board, and I'm averaging anywhere from 110 to 170 views total across when you add up Rumble, YouTube, X Live, Facebook, Locals, and what's the other one? Facebook, yeah. I've been on the right track since I've come here. For me, from the get-go, right out of the box, I can honestly say I've never felt this confident of a platform since Blab. Haps was a different story. Haps, you very well know the story of Haps. I had my hate-love relationship with them. And last night on a broadcast, somebody asked me because Tony D was on the broadcast last night, and he remembers how Haps owed me they still owe me $98. They still owe me $98. It's still there in the thing. I sent 4 emails to Haps, so that's why I'm on the thing where Haps was great. are good as far as I met you, I met Tony, I met a lot of great people that I still have contact with the various platforms we have now. But they were cheap. 90, everybody got paid out, and I sent 4 emails. So they, the broadcaster last night mentioned Mark's name, and I said, Mark can kiss my ass as far as I'm concerned. You know, with all due respect, I know he's a businessman and stuff like that, but we got a little shortchanged on that. The Haps. I'm starting to go sour now because we're talking about that. But it's all good. It's all good as far as that goes. Let's see. Do I have anything else here? But I'm just saying, Rumble Studios, it's a game changer. Oh, I got something else here. Let me bring this up. You all know that I am retired, and I do collect a Social Security check. And that's one of the things. Hang on for a minute. I just had to converse with the missus there, and oh, we're at 11 people here. Oh, we can do an ad. Let me bring this up. I believe Rumble will be bought out by Google, who also. No, I disagree with that, Michael. No, I've been on Rumble long enough to know that's just your speculation. That's not going to happen. Backing up, Haps was great. I was paid. It was all about them being paid. Yeah, but I didn't get paid. I had $98. I didn't make the threshold, but they said, just send an email and we'll pay you. 4 emails later, nothing. So they suck as far as that goes. But as far as your comment, I believe Rumble will be bought out by Google, who also is on YouTube. I disagree with you totally. Because knowing the people that own the CEO, actually Rumble started, I guess they, before they moved their headquarters, they were up there in Canada. It started in Canada. So it's not going anyplace. They're not selling it. No, it's got too much going for it. It's a contender right now. And my feeling is against YouTube. So I would disagree with that. Rumble will be bought out by Google. That's just, no. We went down under 9. We need one more person. Come on, so I can read an ad. We need one more person. Let's see. So in that aspect, I would not agree with that statement. Let me put that statement up there. Michael says, I believe Rumble will be bought. You can believe it, but it's not going to come true. I can guarantee. I'll bet you on that. I'll put money on that. Yeah, it still has the office, but the headquarters, they moved it to Florida. I think, in the last year or something like that. So it's a U.S.-based company now. It's not a Canadian-based company. They started there, but the CEO and all the top Rumble folks are down there in Florida. I'm not sure what city in Florida, but it still has its office up there in Toronto. And I got to laugh at that. I believe Rumble will be bought out by Google. You're making me laugh on that one. That's like what you said last year on NFL. Josh Allen should go to another football team. and he didn't. He's happy with the Buffalo Bills. So, just by saying it doesn't make it true, Michael. That's all I'm saying. But then again, we look at, Rumble is a lot more. The client here on what Rumble is, actually Rumble, whoever developed Rumble bought Vocal, because this is Vocal as far as I'm concerned. I spent enough time. I spent as many hours on Vocal than I did on apps, Michael. And I know this looks just like Vocal as far as that goes. So our good friend Michael Bathurst is up there in Toronto, and maybe you should do a live stream near the Rumble Studios there in Toronto. That's you're probably right around the corner from them, right? Because you live in Toronto and such. So, but that's good. It's all good. And but I really from the get-go, I think it's I've been on Rumble I've been on Rumble for almost 2 years, a year. Well, since Haps went down, I went over to Twitch and I started getting on the Rumble was shortly after that. So, but Rumble's game changer is the monetization for broadcasters, and it's always good to be compensated as a broadcaster within reason as far as that goes. Josh Allen needs to go to a different team to win a Super Bowl. We'll see this year. I think this year it might be Buffalo Bills' turn. We'll see. We'll see how it all. Everybody's a contender before the season starts. Okay, even the Miami Dolphins and the Houston team there. We're still waiting for 10. We don't get 10. So let me. I've got this other article. Let me see if I can get to it. Let's go back to our present and turn that off. And what I have, I am a senior citizen now. I hate saying that, but the reality is I am a senior citizen. So this is an article that came out as far as concerning here in New York. About Social Security. Yeah, you did say he was a diva. Yeah, he is, and hopefully he does better down there in Houston. Maybe he'll give that quarterback a target to a better target to. But why New York Social Security recipients will receive one less payment in June? So, and in the way Social Security works, I guess you get paid out by the state, whatever state you're in, but it's a federal check. And I'm a senior citizen also. Yeah, but are you retired to where you collect a Social Security check? I am. But this came out. And hey, Big Juice, Rich, happy Friday the 13th. Is it the 13th? It's not the 13th. Get real, Steve. Come on. That's not even funny. It's the 7th. And the 13th this month is a Thursday. So I do get a Social Security check, but what this article is saying is, and the impression you get from the title is that we're going to see one less payment in June. You only get paid once a month for Social Security, okay? So this caught my eye because, and I just asked the missus, are we missing a payment? But here's some depressing news for Social Security recipients in New York, according to this article. You will miss out. Well, who wrote this? Oh, Glenn Pitcher. Okay. You will be missing out on one payment in June, just the kind of news that you want to hear as price continues to rise as the dollar continues. So they're going to take first thing I'm thinking is, are they taking my check away? Are they going to be taking my Social Security check payment away? And it's like, what the hell's going on here? So there's going to be an adjustment for the SSI recipients in New York State. Here's the scoop. Usually Social Security payments go out on the second, third, and who is that? What do we have here? Oh, we're being rated by Total Dad. Oh my God, Total Dad. Thank you very much. We got the folks from Total Dad coming in. Thank you. Thank you very much. We got Total Dad coming in. Great to have you. Our number just went up. Oh, he rated us. He beat me to the raid. What the hell? What the hell's going on here? We got it's showing 12 people over there, and we got Gons Ruins, total raid. This is gonna blow your mind. Yes, it's another raid. Normac, and then Total Day. Hey, stranger, hate to raid and run. Got to hit the gym before I open the shop. No problem, Total Dad. Total Dad. Let me get this up here on the big screen here. Total Dad was with us just earlier. He went up for a short broadcast. There he is. He's just rated us. He just rated us. So we appreciate it. He's rating us. Hey, stranger, hate to raid and run. And we've got Normac. He's saying hello. We just went up a little bit there on the broadcast, and we appreciate it there, guys. Total Dad. Thank you very much. He was only on for a little bit then. Yeah, he's not on anymore. So there's Total Dad. Check out Total Dad. That's not total. That's Total TOTAL Dad on Twitch. He's a great guy, very genuine, a great broadcaster. He's a business person. He likes to work out, and it's obvious when you look at him. He does work out. He keeps healthy and stuff like that. And we appreciate the raid and the folks that came over from his broadcast. A rating party of 7. I'll take it. I'll take a rating party of 1. That's Cup of Joe. And Chuck Norris, man. Howdy. Hey, Chuck. How you doing? Good to see you here from the raid. Glad to have you. One of Total Dad's raiders. It's always a good feeling to get raided. And this is his second time he raided, so I appreciate it. Okay, let's go back to, we're talking about Social Security, which I am a recipient of. But here's the scoop. Usually Social Security payment go out on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Wednesday of the month. But this time there's a change for everyone that is supposed to be getting a supplementary Social Security income check in New York State. Early payment in May and no payment in June. Now, I just asked the missus. We haven't gotten an early payment, so we're getting our payment in May, it looks like. Normally, SSI payments are made on the 1st of the month, but when the 1st of the month falls on a weekend or holiday, which this time it did, the 1st of June happened on a Saturday, they have to switch up payments. They have to switch up the payment a little, and that's exactly what happened June 2024, this month. June 1st lands on a Saturday, so SSI recipients in the Empire State, that's New York State, got their June payment a day earlier, May 31st. Because of that, there will be no payment in June. So it makes it sound like you didn't get no payment. You still got paid. You just got paid early. So it's almost misinformation as far as that goes. Misinformation on Social Security. Assistance and supports. If you have any questions, you can contact your Social Security. You need to stay positive. This is just an adjustment in the payment schedule for June, so hang in there. Everyone will be back on track soon enough, so keep an eye. So what you do is you just bank that check, and you don't spend it until you normally receive it. That's the thing I don't understand with this article. This article, the title makes it sound like you're not going to get a payment, but you do get a payment. And speaking of payment, we've got 12 people in, so I'm going to go ahead and do a commercial here. We're going to talk about Rumble. Let me get set here. Let's see if I can get this real quick. Oh, not that. We got to go back here to the camera. We'll go here, and we'll put up the Rumble picture, and we'll do what I was talking about earlier, and we got to accept it. There's a QR code. This is what I'm talking about. I want to encourage you to download the Rumble app, which I do have. I have one of 2 Rumble apps. There's 2 Rumble apps. This is the Rumble Studios app right here, and I have the regular Rumble app. And what you need to know, just like any app, when you download the Rumble app, you get notifications about me being online here. So download that, and I encourage you to download it and follow me, Fireman Rich, here on Rumble. Make sure you download the Rumble app. Once you download it, you search for my channel, which is at Fireman Rich, and follow the channel directly on the app. This will make sure you get notifications about this knucklehead broadcasting here on Rumble, and every time I go live, you'll know. Okay, you'll beep on your phone, and hey, there's that knucklehead Fireman Rich broadcasting. But check the link. You can check the link in the description or pin the link. Check this link right here on the QR code. Download and follow me on Rumble app, and it's all free. It's just like what Michael Bathurst was saying. It's free. It's free for those folks that download it. It's free if you use the app. So why not use it? It's a great app, and I've been using the regular Rumble app for a number of years, and it's very, very functional. And the Rumble Studio app is even better as a broadcaster. I'll tell you that, Rumble. But if you prefer to watch on the big screen, Rumble. Michael Bathurst, he said he was watching on the big screen. Well, you can watch Rumble on the big screen. It also is available for Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku. That's what I got up there right now. The Roku TV, LG, Samsung TV, and but all you need to do is search for Rumble when you get the app on those TVs, or if you get on your phone. All you need to do is download it on the cell phone, and you're good to go. So please download the Rumble app. Rumble is great. Rumble is a happening place. There's a lot of great content here, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So remember, make sure you download the Rumble app, and you can follow me at Fireman Rich. And thank you, Rumble, for the campaign. Oh, they have a little clock up here now. Campaign and Okay, I was using my thing. Thank you, Rumble. That's a change. I didn't see that last time, Rumble. Great job, Rumble. Thank you. I'm going to hit the complete button. And then right there, I just finished that. So I made like 80. What did I make? I made 66 cents. And we're back down to 6. So we lost our viewerships. I can't do another one. But it's completed. It says completed. So I want to say thank you. I was able to get one ad in, so that's good. We'll go back to our regular schedule program here. And what we're talking about is the Social Security. The Social Security bit is it's misleading. Why New York Social Security recipients will receive one less pay? You're still going to get the payment. It's just early. So that's misleading. That is misleading. So I had to point that out. I read that last night, and I'm like, I got to talk about this tomorrow. So there we have it. Okay, so those are the big. And I was able to get a campaign in. So thank you for the raid, Total Dad. I made an extra 66 cents on my Rumble broadcast. Okay, let's see. What do we have left here? We've been on for an hour and 47 minutes. Can I stretch this out to 2? Let's see. And also thank you for the viewers that came over on Total Dad. I greatly appreciate it. It's really means a lot as far as having viewers from another broadcast to come in. And Total Dad is a really good guy, good dude, Total Dad. And I mean, he rated me. Oh, this is a while back, but was after he rated me. I went on his broadcast, and I'm like, wow, this guy, he's down to earth. He's a good dude. And I say that because he was here earlier before he went live. So that tells you something about the broadcaster. I was thinking about rating him, but he rated me first. So he beat me to the punch. He's a smarter broadcaster than me. Let's see. So you saw an example of a Rumble campaign. And actually, I don't know, the QR code. I'm a little leery on how that's going to be received by the other places where I broadcast. Okay, I know X Live probably could care less. YouTube Live might have a little thing with the QR code. Facebook might also, because it infringes on, but it's coming off of Rumble Studios, so I'm not going to worry about it. If I get blocked on Rumble and I get canceled on Rumble, or if I get blocked or canceled on YouTube or Facebook, I still have Rumble. That's the whole thing about not putting all your eggs in one basket. because I know there's people that do get canceled on Twitch. They get canceled on YouTube. Matter of fact, a lot of people came over from YouTube over to Rumble because they were canceled and demonetized over there on YouTube because YouTube didn't like what they were saying. And they were just practicing free speech. And free speech is very important. So that's another thing, a big thing where I have to laugh when Michael said that Rumble is going to be sold to Google. It's like, no, they have, they're solid. They said that, and I have full faith in that happening. And Google, they have YouTube. They're going to buy. They already have Google. YouTube is part of Google, and they probably love to buy. Well, they did. They probably had a chance to buy X before Elon, maybe but Elon forked out the big bucks for that. So, but this is what's all encompassing about this live streaming bit that I really thoroughly enjoy as far as that goes. So it's and it gets my day started. A hashtag positive start today, hashtag PSTTD. And it's basically like me sitting around here having coffee with you. You know, the viewers that do come in, that's how I view it. I'm sitting here, I do have a format, but I like just coming in here, sucking down the coffee and shooting the shit what would I do on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the live streaming, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, the audio podcast. The audio podcast is a little more condensed. It's only 30 minutes. So if you go on Spotify at Fireman Rich on Spotify, you'll see that's one of the Spotify owns Spotify for Podcasters app, which is the old Anchor app, and Spotify is another good platform. I'm no affiliation, no commercial here or marketing campaign plan. I'm just saying as a user, Spotify really rates high, and they're coming up on they're going to be doing an update this next month. So I'm a little leery about that on what the changes, but I don't think it's going to be too drastic where I can't continue to use the Spotify product to do the Fireman Rich audio podcast, because I've been doing audio for years. I did audio before I came on doing live stream and stuff like that. And I just thoroughly enjoy it. Oh, let's see here. Let's go over the news thing. Do we have any more? 80 years later, honoring veterans who fought on June. This might be a good article here. This is from Fox, remembering D-Day. So I didn't do anything yesterday. I'm going to bring this up. I want to bring this up. Let's go ahead and present this about D-Day. Let's go ahead and 80 years later after D-Day, because it is 80 years ago that we did have D-Day. And let's go ahead and present this and see what this has to say. Okay, so here we go. Well, let me get my camera off first, at least for the first portion. Here we go. 80 years later, honoring the veterans who fought on June 6, 1944.
In 80 years since the Allied forces invaded the shores of Normandy in World War II, Fox 40's Mike White takes us back to a look into history.
The tide has turned. The free men of the world are marching together to victory. I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to duty, and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck.
Words from a letter from the Supreme Headquarters Allied Expeditionary Force given to a soldier from his father. Right before over 73,000 American soldiers stormed the shores of Normandy on June 6, 1944.
Many of the people that stormed the beaches had relatives that were oppressed by Nazi Germany. And it was a common rally to defeat the Germans.
The operation included 7,000 ships and landing craft being controlled by over 195,000 Navy patrol members, still standing as the largest land, naval, and air operation in history.
We had a country that banded together and were fighting for a common good.
Today, we see the lasting impact in honor of June 6, 1944, helping shape democracy and country leadership as we know of.
This is something that our country worked together. We had people back at home building munitions, building victory ships to come to a fruition of victory.
With less than 1% of World War II veterans alive today, this year's anniversary could potentially be the last decade mark for those.
It's something that we have to remember, not just today, but every day. For these people are the ones that fought for our freedoms.
Reporting in Vestal, Mike White.
So we need to remembering D-Day, and did exactly that. I put out the American flag yesterday, along with the POW flag out on my front porch to commemorate. And it's as far as that goes, and we do appreciate those that took part and served, as far as that goes. So it's a solemn moment when you think back, because there are every year. There's fewer and fewer veterans from World War II. They're getting older. The Vietnam veterans, they're getting old. So as time goes by, and we've been, for the most part, since we got out of the Middle East, Iraq War, and Afghanistan, we've been at peace for the most part, for a certain degree. And but it's a day of remembering. We should never forget those that served on June 6th. And and as far as going back a week before that for Memorial Day, we remember those veterans that gave the ultimate sacrifice. So we thank them. And yesterday, I thought about it quite a few times, because, like I said earlier, I had a chance, a real honor to speak to an individual that was right on Omaha Beach. And I'll never forget the words he said. It was like hell on earth for those first couple hours, and how he survived. He still doesn't know, because he saw many of his friends and comrades there perish on the beach. And he says, all of us, I think any survivor from D-Day, they say, why me? And, only the man upstairs knows. And so I take that very serious, as far as those that have served in that capacity. It means a lot, being prior military myself. My service doesn't come to a grain of sand compared to those gentlemen and the women that served during World War II, but the people that landed on the beaches of Normandy. It's a really, really special place in my heart for those folks. So let's see what else. That was a last minute presentation there. Let's see, what else do we got? Do we got anything else that we can bring up on the news? And that just got posted up here. Okay, that's from last night. WNBF, anything on WNBF? Let's just check to make sure. We're coming up on 2 hours, so we made it to 2 hours. Okay. New Yorkers fight back to outsmart pouch. Oh, let's end with this one. This is a good one. I got to be aware of these folks, these pouch poachers. And let me go ahead and bring this up. We got protecting your packages delivery tips on pouch poachers. We'll end with this one here. I think this should be a pretty interesting one. Let's see, bring this up here. And let's see, we love the convenience. We love the convenience of online shopping. I do. The missus does. I think a good portion, maybe sometimes 50, 60% of our shopping is online and stuff. So, but we do enjoy the convenience. So they just deliver it here, be it Amazon Prime, FedEx, Post Office, UPS. But there is one pesky problem. There is one pesky problem, and that is package thieves. Those poach pirates that can't resist taking our packages off the porch. Here are some good news. They are savvy. Here's some good news. There are savvy ways we can outsmart some of these thieves to keep our packages. According to a recent survey, over 1/4 of consumers have been victim to package thefts. Knock on wood, I have yet to have one. We're always aware of our packages. And the average price of a stolen package is $81.91. So these thieves are walking away with some valuable property. So what can we do as New Yorkers to protect our packages? It's not just New York. You folks that are watching here live and also on the replay, you can take these, track your orders. Nearly 90% of people say they keep a close eye on their online orders. And I do. That's one thing I definitely do after they buy an item. Sometimes I'm meeting the guy out in the front street, out on the side of the street there before they pull up. This is one way to keep track of when your package should arrive. Be home for deliveries. Well, I'm always home as far as that goes. I'm retired, so I'm always home. So I know, let's see, you know that it's not always possible for those people that work, but to be home when you expect the package. 57% of the people say they stay home to get their packages, which help prevent poach pirates from snatching it. Consider doorbell cameras. Okay, these are suggestions just not for New Yorkers. This is for everybody. Surveillance door cameras like Ring were used by 46% of the people in this survey to keep an eye on their deliveries. This is a great way to deter thieves because they know they're on camera. Camera's 1,000 words. From trying it in the first place, and you can also watch your porch to see when the package arrives. Invest in a home security. Home securities are getting less and less expensive. 20% of the people on the survey have bought a doorbell camera or home security product in the last year to help protect their property and packages. When you spend what you spend on the security will be worth it when it saves you time and money in stolen deliveries. Stay informed. This is with the AI technology. More than a third, 36% of the people say that AI technology is a game changer when it comes to preventing packages. Deliveries companies like UPS already use AI to help reduce risk of theft. Whether you're avoiding expensive online purchase because of thefts concerns, or you want peace of mind when it comes to buying online, remember that preparing ahead of time, and that's the key, preparing ahead of time so you know when your packages is coming. And let's see, Michael's just went live. Remember that preparing ahead of time can go a long way in keeping your packages safe and from that not so jolly porch pirate. So there we have it, the porch pirates. We got to be careful of them and such. So let's go back here, do that. We'll stop sharing. Oh, that worked out pretty good. Okay. And we're at 2 hours and 2 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here on the broadcast. I want to say thank you. Let's see. Oh, Michael was on Rumble. Okay, I just noticed that. He was on Rumble. Okay. Thank you, Tim Fan 40. We'll go ahead and start the outro music. A little bit too loud there. A little bit too loud. Thank you, Tim 40. Tim Fan 40 for coming in from Michigan. Tina, our Jersey girl, being here. Thank you, Captain Rehab. Captain Rehab was here. Thank you, Total Dad. Total Dad, you rock, my friend. There he is. Check him out over there on Twitch. He was here, and then he broadcast, and he ended up rating us. Thank you very much. I want to say thank you, Harry Jack. No, I don't want to thank Harry Jack. We got rid of Harry Jack. Let's see, going down the list here. Thank you, Michael Bathurst, for coming in on the Rumble side. Greatly appreciate it, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. And like I said, I don't think Rumble is going to be sold by Google. I would totally disagree with that. And I stand by that. I want to say thank you for the people that came in on Total Dad's raid on Twitch. Greatly appreciate it. You guys rock, and appreciate you spending a little bit of your time here with this knucklehead, me, F. Fireman Rich, on this broadcast. And I greatly appreciate it. I want to say thank you to the folks that are watching on the replay. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. The numbers are showing that we do have a viewership, a significant viewership, which surprises me. And I am having fun here on Rumble Studios. Again, I suggest check out Rumble. Follow me on Rumble. If you already follow me on Twitch, YouTube, or X Live, at Fireman Rich on X Live, follow me on Rumble. I really enjoy being here and I'm broadcasting on Rumble. So check out Rumble. That's just me. Okay, I think it's an interesting platform, to say nothing less. So, but you can follow me here on Rumble at Fireman Rich. I'm over on Twitch at Fireman Rich, and over on X Live at Fireman Rich. I post over on X as at Fireman Rich. That's my mainstay on all these fine social media platforms. And I'm also over there on Blue Skies, True Social, Instagram Threads, and the public Facebook. I am on Facebook. The real Fireman Rich. So you all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Again, thank you very much. A great start to our weekend here on this Friday. As we worked through the weekend we got here, and we celebrated it here on this broadcast. I'm a happy dude. Hashtag positive start today. Hashtag PSTTD. You all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks.